welcome back to class. So my favorite way to work around the Wunda Chair and to teach around the Wunda Chair is to actually teach around it. So what do I mean by that? We're going to move through a series of exercises that completely encircle the apparatus. So we're going to start facing the front where the pedal is, and we're going to work our way around until we are fully encircled. We have covered all of our spinal planes of motion, and we're feeling pretty awesome. So why don't we jump right in? We're going to start with pumping. I set up on one top and one bottom spring on my chair. Please adjust the springs accordingly based on where you're at or what you would like to work on, and I will meet you there. Let's rock and roll. Alrighty, so I am set up for pumping. I've got my toes on, heels together, toes apart in my Pilates stance. I am sitting pretty close to the edge of this chair. If you're new to pumping or new to the chair or need a little more space for your hip flexors, please walk yourself back closer to the back edge. This is going to look different for everyone. Either way, knees are open the width of the shoulders. Hand options are, the limit doesn't exist. Hands can come here to the chair. Level 1 for more challenge and less stability. Hands come genie or long in front, or hands come behind your head. I'll mix it up with a little bit of everything. So I'll start with the hands down. You work your long lifted position, nice open collarbones. For 5 times, we press the pedal halfway down and lift up. Nothing changes in the spine. And press down and lift up. Let's do 3 more like this. 2 more times. Last time. Now let's pick up the pace. Down, up, down, up. So there's an accent on the up. This really works your center and your back muscles in very unexpected ways. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the pedal halfway down. You're just going to hold. Can the back of the neck grow longer? Can you get a little bit more lift off of your seat, like those sits bones are coming together and up? Feel really buoyant off of your seat. Hold for 3, 2, hold 1. Let's move to our arches from here. So center of the foot comes on, legs zip together. You lift the pedal up and lower back down. A few more times like this at a slower pace. Breathing easy. Gather those ribs over the pelvis. Last time at this pace, and now we go a little faster. Up, up, up. The springs are going to want to jolt you around. Find that precision in your cadence and the control of the spring to come up and down when you say so. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the pedal halfway down. We're going to hang out here. Work that lift off of your sits bones once again. Check in with those shoulders. Can the sternum soften a little bit so that we're not getting too tense in the chest? All right, from here, with control, move to your heels, flex your feet. And then we'll just do 10 for flow here. I think we're pretty warm. It's pretty magical how fast pumping gets you ready for the rest of your workout on the chair. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the pedal all the way up, lower down, shake it out. That was about 10. I'm a Pilates teacher, I'm really bad at counting. All right, speaking of counting, we've got 100 now. So I'm gonna do a quick flip of my chair, working around the chair, and we're going to lie down on this long ways. So from here, I line up my tailbone with the front edge of my chair. You're gonna lie down, so your booty needs to be on. Tips of the shoulder blades are on. The rest of your upper body has to work the curl. So that's why doing it here is very challenging. Let's jump right in. We work our curl, arms float by the hips, legs in tabletop up to the ceiling, any length or distance away. Let's rock and roll and pump. Inhale and exhale. And I'll make sure to count this correctly because this is no joke. And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that rhythm. Connect to that center line. Especially with less support, I can even see it in my own body. My legs go one way, my upper body goes the other way. Hug that center line, spine symmetry. 3 more times. And exhale. We may have done an extra credit one here. You're welcome. Last time. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug your knees in. If you'd like, drop your head. Take a little back bend. Bring your chin towards your chest first. Hands come behind your thighs. With control, rock yourself up to sit. Spinning the chair around once more. Now for this one, we're gonna build up to our teaser. So I'm gonna actually drop us down to 1 middle spring. And then you're going to sit facing away from your pedal. Measure about a hand's width distance from where the pedal is so that you have some space to roll into. We're gonna start with a few half roll downs. So hands can come to the legs, they can come to the sides of the chair. We're gonna start with that scoop of the lower abdominals. So initiate from your pelvis, start to round backwards, and you can see how my body is still round. I have spinal flexion here, but my shoulders are still pretty wide. This is what we wanna work, especially for any of our rolling exercises. Now slowly stay round as you rise, stack all the way up to tall. If you need a yoga block to bring the floor towards you or a book, please do that. I'm just doing it on the toes today. Take an inhale, exhale, roll back. You can also add a little bit of challenge with taking the arms away. And then round to come back up, back to tall. One more time like that. Working that articulation. Really reach the thigh bones away from you. And roll all the way up to tall. Option to continue working this, or you can do your teasers on the mat if you have your mat nearby. If you want to join me for a little chair teaser, your hands will come to the pedal behind you. Fingertips face away. Collarbones are nice and wide. Pull your waist in and up. Now with control, you're going to take your right leg up to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Legs can stay here or they can straighten. We're gonna do 4, so I'll split the difference. So from here, you initiate from the lower abdominals, roll back, take the pedal with you. So it's your abdominals that bring the pedal down, not your arms. Then roll all the way up, open the chest at the top. Round your spine, take the pedal back, and roll all the way back up. 2 more times. Really work that reach of the legs like we did in 100. Last time. Roll all the way up. Reach your arms off the pedal if you'd like. Hold your teaser for 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs down. Shake it out. Whew, I'm shaking. That one's tough for me. All right, we've made it around to the other side. Surprise. It's time for ab series. So we will perform the ab series exactly how we did our 100. Trying to get my chair straight. Lying down long ways on our chair. So we're working our way around. So same thing, set it up. Booty, tips of the shoulder blades are on. We start with our single leg stretch. So you grab onto the right knee and ankle, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, and stretch your opposite leg long. The lower the leg goes, the more challenging this is for the center. From here, keep everything in the upper body as is. You just change the arms and legs. And change. And change. And change. And change. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Last time, knees into the chest. Either rock up to sit or take a little back bend. Let's reset. It's time for double leg stretch. Tight ball, hands at the ankles. You reach the legs and arms away from each other, hold, and then circle everything back in, work that lift. You don't get as much support with this chair back. Well, you don't have a chair back. So it's gonna really challenge your perception of your curl. 2 more times. And in. Final time, and in. Lower the upper back, rock up to sit, readjust if needed, it's time for scissors. So we set up similar to single leg stretch, except the legs come to the ceiling and they're straight. We pulse the leg twice towards us and change. Keep that tailbone down. It's easy to want to bring the leg closer to us by tucking the lower back to the mat. We want to keep that nice and long. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Last time. Bring the legs in. Either take your back bend or rock yourself up to sit. We have 2 left. Lower lift and crisscross. Feeling the heat? So am I. So from here, we're gonna roll back down. For both of these, the hands come behind the head. So stack your hands one on top of the other. Keep the weight of the head in your hands and then work your curl. Legs come up to the ceiling or to tabletop. We do 4, I'll do both. You hinge at the hip, lower the legs and lift them up. And lower and lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift with control. Try to avoid using momentum. Easier said than done. Bend the knees in. Take a little back bend. Take your break. It's crisscross time, grand finale. Head, neck, and shoulders rise. Hands behind the head. You're gonna twist up towards that right leg. Reach the left leg long. Stay high as you travel through center and twist to the other side. And twist. And twist. And twist. And twist. You have 4 and 3 high obliques, 2 and 1. Oof. I will be immediately rocking up to seated. Take a breather. We're gonna spin around and let's move to the next exercise. Congratulations, you have completed your first rotation. It's time for rotation number 2. We're gonna start this rotation with reverse tabletop. So we're gonna start with a couple of preps, and then if you'd like, you can move right into the full reverse tabletop. You got options here. So heels together, toes apart in your Pilates stance. Your hands come behind you, fingertips facing away from you, similar to that teaser back that we did on the pedal. You're going to scoot your booty forward so that you're near the edge. And for our prep here, we're gonna start by pressing the pedal all the way down. You might need to adjust your feet accordingly. Now we keep the pedal down and we work the lift of the hips, hip extension, and squeezing the booty to get that long line. Gaze is gonna be just like you're looking long down your nose. So we don't wanna be in full extension. You kinda wanna have a soft gaze forward here. You hold this line for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly lower down, breathe. You can bring the pedal up to rest or keep it down. We'll do that 2 more times. So let's rock and roll. Long line. Hip extension, pull the waist in, squeeze the glutes for 3, 2, 1, lower down. 1 more time like that. Really work on pressing out of those shoulders, especially when we take the pedal up. Really work those wide collarbones, press away, get nice and long, hold for 3, 2, 1, lower down. All right, you can continue a few more of those. Take a pause or join me for the floating pedal. So heels together, toes apart. The pedal stays up. This time you press into your arms. As your booty lifts, I want you to feel like you're dragging the pedal underneath you. So we're not thinking about up and down, we're thinking more underneath, kind of pushing and pulling. Holds here for 3, 2, 1, slowly lower back down. Take an inhale, we come right back up. You drag the pedal under you as your thigh bones grow longer in opposition. Option to stay here or add 3 pumps, keeping the hips where they are. 1 more time, and then lower back down with control. Last time here, lift up and hold. You can hold, take your 2-legged pump, or try 3 on each side, single leg. Hips stay the same height. With control, you transition to the other side. We go 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the feet on, lower back down. Shake it out. We move back to 1 middle spring for a little twisting. So I'll make that adjustment now. We're gonna do our standing saw. And what I like about doing saw on the Wunda Chair is that it will really tell you if you're twisting from the right area of the body. So to start this, you're gonna find a wide stance off the side of your chair. You wanna find a position where your hand nearest the pedal can come on and you can work a flat back position. So I need to scoot back a little bit. It's nice to have a camera. From here, this arm that's by my hip is gonna open out to the side. So if you put a mat underneath me, this actually looks like my saw or my spine twist on the mat. Now from here, as I twist my rib cage, that's what takes the pedal towards the floor. So my shoulder isn't twisting me, it's my obliques, my side abdominals, and then come back through center. Let's take that 3 more times. Try to keep that opposite hip, that hip that you're turning away from, pulling backwards in opposition to really work that twist. Get longer as you twist to create space to move into. And center. Last time. And center. Slowly come all the way up to tall. Draw your shoulders back. Let's spin this chair around. It's time for Swan. So this time we'll lie down on our stomach in our prone position. Navel will be just off. Shoulders over your wrists. Legs can be as wide as the chair or narrow. No matter where you're located, work that lift of your abdominals. Press the pedal away a little bit. We don't want to feel like we're sinking towards the floor. We want to feel light and away from it. So from here, we're just going to keep it simple. You're going to lift your upper back. Think pull the pedal underneath you like reverse tabletop into your swan extension, and then lengthen lower back down. Just 2 more times like that. Lift up and lower down. Last time without any funky stuff added. Now you have an option. This time lift up and hold. Either hold or pump the pedal 3 times. 3, stay lifted. 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Take that again or remove one hand. Single arm swan, you lift up. Maybe you add 3 pumps here. Try to stay center. 1, lower down, change sides. Lift up, wide collarbones. Try to keep both hip bones even. Reach those legs long behind you. Lower all the way down. Both hands come on. Slowly lower your feet to the floor. One hand comes to your seat. Don't let the pedal hit you in the face. We've made it to the other side for side saw. So flipping around, isn't this fun? At least I think it's fun. Let me know in the comments below. So once again, setting up, long flat back position. Arm comes out to your side like a T. And then from here, once again, twist at the rib cage. That's what takes the pedal down. You'll feel your shoulder almost kind of separate off of your back if you're moving from your shoulder. Pull that hip back in opposition. Get longer, deepen your twist. Add a breath. Exhale as you twist. This is your last one. Let's hold this one a little longer. Get a little longer, twist a little deeper. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back to your start position. Come on up and draw your shoulders back. We've made it to the front once more. We're almost done. So here we go. We are going to do some standing push down. We stay on one middle spring and you're going to measure yourself your foot's distance away from the wood part of your chair. From here, I want you to think about the ring of the hips, ring of the ribs, ring of the crown of the head, lining up like concentric circles. Be nice and even in your feet. Hips are over your knees. For this fold, you reach your arms long in front. Think of this like your roll up on the mat. You drop your head, lift your abdominals, try to keep the hips over the knees. We don't want to take the booty back. So keep that scoop forward as the heels of your hands come onto the pedal. So you're going to feel a little bit suspenseful as you lift your abdominals to stabilize this round position. Now you engage your center more and scoop even deeper as you press the pedal halfway down. Keep working those hip points towards the front of the chair and then come all the way back up. And take it down, scoop and lift. This moving the pedal from the abdominals, spoiler alert, is going to come back in for our grand finale when we do pull-ups. Let's add some upper body. We come down halfway and hold. Work that scoop of the abdominals. Turn your fingertips in to face each other. Keep your head heavy. Bend and straighten the elbows for 5, 4, nothing changes. 3, really isolate that arm. Last time. Spin the fingers back to parallel. Triceps for 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Take the left arm up to the ceiling. Stay even. 3 here. 2, and 1. Changing sides. And change 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come on. Slowly roll all the way up. Try to work that stack back to your start position. Like I said, it's time for pull-ups. We're gonna do one top, one bottom. Facing the front of your chair, you can take 2 hand options. Hands can come to the back or they can come to the sides, thumbs with fingers. I'm gonna go hands to the side. You take 1 foot down, press the pedal, and then bring your other foot to meet it. You work that round spine. Think of your standing push down and almost that start position for Swan. Shoulders are over your wrists. You're working the scoop of the hip points towards the chair. From here, you're gonna scoop the abdominals even more. Press the chair away as you pull your abdominals up to pull the pedal up. And then lower it halfway down. Yeah, we don't get to come all the way down. And lift up. And lower back down. One more time like this. You can take a break and do 3 more, or join me for the add-on. You're gonna lift up and hold. From here, bend that right knee into your chest, lower it down once, pull the thigh into your chest, lift it back up, change sides. Lower down, it's kind of like your single leg stretch, and lift up, bring it back down. Now bring the pedal halfway down and hold. Work your scoop, 3 times slow, pull the thigh bones in, and press. Defying gravity. 1 more time. Lift the pedal all the way up. And come all the way down. Sit back a little bit, go for a little run on the heels. You can flatten your back here. You can do tendon stretch with both heels lifting up and down. Find a little release. Pull-ups are no joke, but they're really fun. And then from here, 1 foot comes down to the floor. You close the spring with control with the other leg. Slowly come off your chair, draw your shoulders back, and you're ready for whatever you're about to face. Great job, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this quick and fun little roundabout, pun intended. And if you want to see more Wunda Chair videos, I'll put the playlist somewhere about here in post. Oh, I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap. Until next time, stay awesome. Bye.